Hi, everyone. I see everyone logging on. I see a hey from Canada. Hey, Shelly. Hi, Mom. Hi, Haley. I'm just going to give our friends a few more seconds here to log on before we get all the fun started. Hi, Morgan. All right, it looks like we have a pretty good number of people, so we can go ahead and get started. First, I just want to give a shout out to my friends at Connecticut Children's, Yale New Haven, and Bay State, and a super big shout out to our friend Sean, who has been tuning in all week. We are so excited to have you all here. Today, we will be playing a little game that we like to call MonStar Madness. We're obviously stretching the star theme a little bit. My name is Hannah, and I'm a member of the Central New England Hospital Outreach Team. But today, I will also be the host of MonStar Madness. Let's meet today's contestants. Our first competitor loves analogies, composting, burritos, and breakfast foods. Let's welcome Brian.
I decided to enter into this competition because I really felt like it aligned with a lot of things that really are true to me. Um, for instance, I love collecting plastic cups. I collect them everywhere I go, and I love eating cakes. So I think naturally it was like cups, cakes, cupcakes. I can crush this. And so I don't think anyone can handle me. I think I'm going to win this. I think I'm going to really bring this home, and I can't wait for the competition.
Our second contestant has been to Antarctica, thoroughly enjoys snakes, and can usually be found wearing cheetah print. Put your hands together for Serena.
I'm here because I love to bake and I love to decorate cupcakes, but the truth is that I sent some cupcake samples to a couple of the cupcake competition shows out there, and they were a little intimidated by me, so nobody accepted me. Until this one came along, they thought that they have some contestants out there that might be able to top me, so I guess let's see what happens.
This next competitor has met Raven Simone, has never watched Star Wars, and speaks Chinese. Let's welcome Mariah.
I don't really like decorating cupcakes, but I do like eating them, and I hear we get to do that at the end.
Last but not least, our final contestant specializes in paintings of Kermit the Frog, bakes a mean soft pretzel, and went on her first plane ride last year. Let's hear it for Emma.
I am in it to win it. I am so excited to do this show because I think it's a good opportunity for me to showcase my cupcake decorating talents. I mean, I did decorate over 1,000 cupcakes the summer I was cooking zone counselor, so it's my time to shine.
Now that we've met our contestants, let's go over how the game will work. Our contestants will be competing against each other to make the best MonStar cupcake. Each contestant was given $10 to purchase cupcake supplies from the grocery store, and because we don't have all day, they have all baked their cupcakes already. Lucky for them, we will not be judging on taste, but on cupcake appearance and dedication to the theme, which will be announced right before the competition starts. Our contestants will have 12 minutes to decorate their cupcakes, and you get to help decide who wins the competition. But that's not all. To take it to the next level in pure hop fashion, we have several disadvantages that our friends at home, you, can help hand out to our competitors. Throughout the game, I will be asking our competitors trivia questions. The first contestant to answer the question correctly will get to hand out a disadvantage to the player of their choice. Our audience, again, that's you, gets to help decide what disadvantage will be handed out by interacting in the comments section. I will list 2 different disadvantages, and you all get to help me decide which one will be played by commenting down below. You can also help our contestants by answering the trivia questions in the comments too. All right, I think that pretty much covers it. We have 12 minutes on the clock. Today, our contestants will be trying to create space monsters. They will have to imagine and create monsters that might live up in space. Contestants, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready?
All right, get set, go. All right, we have 12 minutes on the clock. Let's see how our contestants choose to get started. Seems to be a pretty common theme that everyone is going for the icing, but we have very different bases. It looks like Serena has some strawberry going on. Mariah looks like she has some vanilla cupcakes. Emma also looks like she has vanilla, but it looks a little bit different texture. I wonder if she made that from scratch.
I did.
Brian, he is putting his icing from one bag into another bag. I don't really know what's going on there. But I think it's fine for our first trivia question. But first, let's decide on our disadvantage. Should we take away their utensils so they have to make them out of aluminum foil? Or should they have to leave the set to find something green to wear? Comment your answer down below. I'll be watching. And our contestants, our first question is, in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Hagrid's three-headed dog guards the stone. What is the name of this three-headed dog?
Fluffy.
Emma got it first.
No!
Correct answer is Fluffy. Emma, who will you be giving your disadvantage to?
Brian.
Brian. All right, Brian. Oh, let's see.
I just finished prepping my bag.
Brian, you have to go leave the set and find something green to wear. The people have voted. So put your utensils down. Go. I wonder what he's going to come back in. Hopefully a Kermit the Frog costume, maybe a morph suit or something similar. I have no idea, but that was a really good choice. It's really giving Serena time to perfect. It looks like she's putting candies on top of her cupcake. I've never seen that before in my 20 years of experience. Emma, she's going for the stacking. She's got it doubled up. Brian is still not on the set. I hope he owns something green. I really do. Let's, he's in a morph suit, but he blends in with his green screen. Now he's just a floating head. That is incredible. Let's do another trivia question. But first, let's pick our disadvantage. Should we make them duct tape a utensil to their hand? Or should they only be able to use their mouth? Which means they can't have anything in their hands, they can only use their mouth. What do you think? Comment down below. All right, our next trivia question is, in Monsters, Inc., what is it called when a monster is contaminated by a child?
It's a number.
Remember the big fluffy guy? He gets a sock stuck to his back.
Code something.
It's a
Code.
Ooh, Brian.
2136.
Code 7.
It's not a code 7.
Code 8.
It's not a code 8.
It's
Is it code
it's
red?
like 4 numbers.
Code red?
Code 672.
This is disappointing. This is very disappointing. So I guess I'm just gonna have to choose.
No.
Ohio, this disadvantage is coming to you. I had to make the decision for the team, and everyone says that you have to use your mouth. You have to use all utensils with your mouth. Let's see it. That is incredible. I'm really, really grateful for our audience at this point. I honestly couldn't think of anything better to be watching right now. You saw it here first. Brian is still disappearing into his background.
Can you tell us the answer, Hannah?
Oh, yes. Sorry. The answer was a code 2319. We did have a lot of audience members get that one correct. Angie Rush, Carly from camp all got that correct. So good job to people in the audience. Really pulling the weight for the C&E team here. Looks like Mariah got some Oreos. I don't know what she's going for next. She has, sprinkles maybe. And it looks like Brian has decided to go for a blue icing color. I don't know that I would have picked that color, but I'm not the one decorating. Serena still seems to be adding lots of candies. I'm assuming that she has a sweet tooth, so I'm very glad that we don't have to taste it because we might get a little bit of sugar high from that one. Emma is really going in over there with her piping bag. Maybe she took some classes online before this competition. I don't think that's very fair, but
Hey.
I don't know what else. What else?
I'm self-taught.
Okay. I'm very impressed.
Thank
I
you.
think it's time for our next disadvantage. Mariah, you have use of your hands back.
Can I take the green off? Or do I have to just?
Yes, you can take the green off if you would like to. All right, so it's time again to pick our disadvantage. Should we make them wear a blindfold or should they be frozen in place for 30 seconds? Comment your choice down below. Our trivia question is, and this one is difficult, so I'm kind of nervous. Where did the monster Frankenstein get his name from?
Dr. Frankenstein, the one who created him, the doctor.
Snaps for Mariah. She knows her Mary Shelley. Mariah, who would you like to give a disadvantage to?
Emma's doing too much over there, so definitely her.
Take her out. Take her out.
Emma, it's blindfold time.
I knew
Go ahead and put that on. The audience has spoken. Thank you all so much for your votes here. Ooh, it matches her jacket. She's coordinated. I really, really hope that she can't see through that. Let's see how those self-taught skills match up now that she can't really see what she's doing.
How long do I have it on for?
Till the next trivia question, ma'am. Mariah looks like she has a dabbing technique going on over there. I've never seen that before. This is just a show full of firsts. Lots of firsts. Chocolate chips, Serena's pulling out of the bag, it looks like. Emma's doing some taste testing. I don't think that's very professional. Glad I'm not eating that cupcake after those dirty hands. Is it tasty, Emma?
It's so good.
Very glad. Brian has given up on putting the icing from one bag into another bag and is now trying to squeeze every last drop of his icing out. And he's also doing a second cupcake. So I'm curious, is he taking notes from Emma and going along with a double stacked cupcake situation? Who even knows? It's very interesting. Emma, people are saying you look so cute wearing your blindfold.
Thank you.
Lots of love from the crowd. It seems that Emma is a crowd favorite at this point. We shall see how this all ends up when we vote. But let's do another trivia question. Emma, you can now remove your blindfold.
Thank goodness.
But as always, we need to pick our disadvantage. Should our contestants have to use T-Rex arms, or should they have to do the chicken dance before continuing to work on their cupcake? So once again, that's should our contestants have to use T-Rex arms, or should they have to do the chicken dance before continuing to work on their cupcake? Contestants, our trivia question is, what is the name of the dragon in the movie How to Train Your Dragon?
Toothless.
Yeah.
Toothless. No.
Emma got another trivia question correct. Emma, who would you like to give a disadvantage to?
The only one that hasn't been touched.
I think it's Serena's turn.
Serena, I think it's only fair.
I'm sorry, Serena, I love you.
Let's see. Emma, it looks like you have, or Serena, it looks like you have to do the chicken dance.
I knew it. I'm gonna
Let's
sit
see
so I don't fall under my seat.
Do it.
Do 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 do.
That is the best chicken dance I have ever seen on live television.
May I continue?
Yeah, you may continue. That was great. Thank you for all of your love on that one. Contestants, we have 2 minutes. This is your 2-minute warning. Remember, it's all on the line. We have our biggest audience yet this year. They're all watching. They're picking favorites. Who will be this year's 2020 MonStar champion? Brian, could you fill us in a little bit on what you're doing over there?
So I'm trying to layer my cupcake. I kind of want to have like an offset backdrop, and so I'm trying to move the top of my cupcake over to my other cupcake in the hopes of creating a starry background.
Wow.
Trying to make it up as I go. It's not really working.
Okay. I have never seen that before. How would you describe your style of cupcake decorations?
Pretty freestyle.
Okay, I like it.
Pretty freestyle.
And Serena, when you were going grocery shopping, can you tell us a little bit about your strategy?
I thought sweets always are a crowd favorite. Who doesn't like candy was my initial thought. And I thought, I'm here to please the people. It's not for me, it's for them. So candy it was.
I love it. I love it. I think my 5-year-old cousin loves it as well. Emma, tell me more about.
My strategy was a little different. I went for, what do I have in my home that I can use? So we're working with some homemade frosting. We've got some stale mini marshmallows, chocolate chips, and some almonds.
Incredible. I love the resourcefulness that you use. You didn't even need to spend the money.
Thank you.
All right, contestants, 14 seconds on the clock. Make your finishing touches. Remember, it's not about the taste. It's about your dedication to the theme of space monsters. Oh, and that is time. Contestants, hands up, utensils down. All right, let's vote. But before we get to that, we're going to take a look at each contestant's cupcake. Brian, can we get a close-up of your creation?
Sure. It's an alien. Oh, you can't see. It can't be. Look at he's invisible. You can't see him because he's an alien.
Somehow Brian came up with an invention for a camouflage cupcake. That's pretty impressive, and it sets the bar pretty high for our next contestant. Serena, can we see your cupcake? Wow.
I tried to make it from one of the 10,000 other galaxies that we have on one of those other planets. So it's not something that's even on any of our planets that we know about. So something you guys have probably never heard of, but I did my research.
Impressive. And Mariah, how do you think your MonStar stacks up?
I'm like pretty incredible. We've got a lot of texture going on, some eyes, but then like a Saturn type skirt circle going around too. So
Impressive. I love the touch with the Oreos. It's a really nice touch.
Yeah.
Very out of the box. And that just leaves us with Emma. Let's take a look at what she made.
This is my little MonStar.
Looks like a cat.
Can I squish it with my potato masher?
I was inspired by the ice planet Hoth from Star Wars. This is a little snow monster with some horns.
I really love how you brought it back to day one of the C&E takeover, bring it back in Star Wars. We've gone full circle. All right, those were some pretty impressive space monsters. I'm glad that the audience is judging so that I don't have to. Leave a comment down below with the name of the contestant that you think should be our MonStar champion. Is it Brian, Serena, Mariah, or Emma? Comment down below to help decide the winner. And while we wait for the judges to cast their votes, let's take a quick look at some behind-the-scenes interviews with our contestants.
One thing that I'm really confident in, I think that overall the judges will will sense, will feel true talent when they see it. You know, maybe when I'm competing, maybe what I create isn't the best. Or maybe as I'm competing, people are going to target me. People are going to target me because they know I'm good. And I just hope that at the end of the day, the judges are going to look at me and be like, he's got it. He has the X factor. And I know I do. I know I have it. I know, at the end of the day, that I really, really have that little extra, like, cherry on top, shall we say? That little extra sweetener that will push me over the top. So you know what? Bring it on. Bring it on. Haters are going to hate, but it doesn't faze me because my cupcakes are the best and I'm going to rock this competition. Truth.
I'm really confident in my base of my cupcake. I think the chocolate that I'm using is just absolutely perfect. I don't think anyone is going to compare. It's the easiest to ice. It's just going to be perfect. So I don't think anybody can top mine. I just have to say it.
I really know my colors. Love Roy G. Biv.
I'm super confident because I know that my cupcakes are the best of the best. I made the batter from scratch and the frosting from scratch, so how does it get much better than that?
All right, the results are in. This was a very, very, very close competition, the closest that we've ever seen in our history. But the results are in. The winner of the 2020 MonStar Madness competition is Emma! Congratulations! Would you like to give a quick speech?
I want to say thank you to everyone who voted for me. I had so much fun, and I can't wait to eat it.
Awesome. I cannot thank our contestants enough for their willingness to share their talents with us. And I'm so grateful for the audience engagement that we had this year. I think we may have a new record for the number of people watching our show, beating last year's record of 20 viewers. Thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you had as much fun as we did. Make sure to come back tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. to join Mariah as she shows us how to always have stars in our sky by making a DIY constellation projector. Bye!
Bye.